Good day, ladies and gents. Ivan here, iWords and Upwards. Um, Apologies for disappearance over the last few days. Busy at work, busy everywhere else. Um, look, uh, Today I am on my own. Jesse is a little bit busy. Um, Ruby Slippers, we'll catch up with you next time and discuss everything. I Today, obviously, the main topic is the promotion. Just wanted to say congratulations to the fans and the supporters of Wrexham AFC. It is a historic achievement, and it's something that will make a lot of people very, very happy. And I think that the town and the people who supported the club over the years through the thick and thin, they really deserve a slice of happiness, and something like that is definitely it's not going to solve all your problems, but it will make you a lot happier. I also would like to congratulate the players who, despite everything that was happening over the season, managed to achieve this result through hard work and a lot of grit. The next season will be interesting, no matter what. Championship is one of my favorite leagues, and the way the football is played there, and the way the teams are competitive top to bottom, will provide for very complex, intriguing, and interesting season. No doubt about that. Now let's wanted to briefly talk about a few things today. I'll probably be jumping a little bit from right to left, just trying to provide you a bit of a food for thought and bullet points. It is easy to get swept up in this fairy tale. Wrexham promoted to the championship back to back to back. Hollywood headlines, if you're in America, packed racecourse ground, the new signings, documentary, everything else. Let's try and strip away for a second this narrative. Promotion from National League was achieved with a team full of League One players. The team wouldn't be successful at getting promoted if it wasn't for Ben Foster and that penalty save. League Two was achieved with predominantly League One players and added on veterans from the High Championship and EPL level. The promotions, historically, they were not a result of a football masterclass. It wasn't some tactical breakthrough from coaching staff or any kind of future-proof setup system. It was instinctive. It was survival. It was grit and support from the fans. Before talking about everything else, I wanted to give credit to Dan Scarr in his post-match interview. He said something that I think sums it up perfectly. He thanked the crowd, the fans, the supporters, and he said that we won a lot of games that we were not supposed to win this season because of them. That is pretty much the guts of it all. That's the most honest take you'll hear, and he's absolutely right. Um, the within this state right now, where everybody is happy and in this process of rigorous mutual petting, crisscross petting left and right, everybody forgets the truth. Again, the objective reality is that the season was the football and the games of the season were abysmal, borderline, and fully unwatchable, predictable, directionless quite often, robotic in a bad way. Um, let's not forget about that. There was no midfield, there was no creativity, it was stifled. Possession, non existent. Um, there were games that caused a lot of pain. It was joyless, even when we won. Not inspiring whatsoever. Um, when you forget about all that, you are risking to go wrong. That's where people go wrong, not in football, but in life generally. Um, in the moments of celebration, which you absolutely have full right to have, you should not you should not forget the reality. Um, in the moments of elation, it is very important to remember the process. It is very important to remember the warning signs. Just because everything turned out the way everybody wanted, you should not be forgetting the flukes, the luck, and the entire season of desperation and frustration. If you or anybody else, especially coaching staff, if they think that the promotion is a vindication, you'll find yourself in a real danger. Um, that's why I thank the players. That's why I thank the fans. When it is the matter of instinct over instruction, heart and grit, and luck over tactics, um, you have to remember that that's the cornerstone. Now, in the next season, we're going to be facing the another test. But this time around, it's not about whether we can ride the momentum. It's about whether Wrexham as a team can evolve. Um, it's whether we remember what this season really was, and not what just it ended up being. Um, survival in the championship won't come from repeating the past. It will come from learning from the past. And shall things stay the way they were all these seasons, the management of the club, the owners, they better get some amazingly good players, everybody who Parkinson wants, because otherwise it will be very hard to do. Through my sources, I received information from a player it came from a player who's currently in the championship. 3 names that Wrexham is currently interested in. Decent, one veteran, and a couple of youngsters of the championship and PL level. Decent players. Nothing mind blowing. But if that's going to be the level, because there will have to be a mass change. The starting 11 will be 70 to 80% new. Um, it's very important to address those voices that are saying that these last 2-3 games were different, and that means that Parkinson had changed his approach, and Parkinson had this genius plan of letting players, setting them free, unshackling them, and all of a sudden that's going to be his approach in the new season. Okay, let's talk about it. And I do have, and a lot of you guys too, you just don't realize it, I guess, but you have the experience in that. I have that experience from my sports days, from my football days, and from my army days. So again, if we set the picture, very late in the season, Wrexham, the way they played, they exhibited a bit more fluidity and a bit more unpredictability. Players showed willingness to take a little bit of an initiative. They stepped away from that route one hoofball approach that Parkinson insisted on the entire season. There were somewhat dynamical transitions. There were a little bit of positional dynamic rotation. And there were some, I highlight, spontaneous pressing triggers. That's classic tactical drift. You will find yourself doing that when you start nodding your head as a team, but you will revert to what feels right according to the situation in the game or in action. The reason why it happens, when you are under stress-induced anatomy, high-stake games, high-stress environment, the pressure usually can lead to either of two things. You can either get scared and you display what's called a fear-based rigidity, or on the other hand, it can liberate you and the team and your colleagues. It can free you, and it can let you trust your instinct even more. When you have a leader, who is displaying average thinking processes and leadership capabilities through the time of less stress, you support your leader because you have to. That's your job. But when it comes to cutthroat moments and something really defining, the leaders within the team take the initiative and they push on through while making it look like they follow in the commander's intent. But in fact, they got to make sure that they survive, that they get the job done, and they achieve the mission. And the end state is acceptable. When we're talking about the fatigue system, we have to remember that over the course of the season, strict frameworks that the team is facing, they become very mentally and physically exhausting. Either long-term, spread over the length of the season, or short-term, spread over the length of the game and the dynamics of the game, especially when the games and the action is so predictably unpredictable, so to speak. The experienced players, the experienced team members, often revert to personal intuition when structure doesn't yield the results. So you had a 2-3 games of upsetting losses and draws before those crucial last game of the season. Strong, experienced players, they look at one another, they look at themselves, they keep on nodding their heads, but they understand that things need to change in order for that season-long grit not to go to waste. Smart, wise, experienced player will not start an open confrontation, but that's exactly what happens. It's initiative on the pitch in the time when it matters. It's not the direction from the coach or a squad leader. or a section commander or a platoon commander. That's not what happens. It's the internal leadership. So the people do know how to lead self, and they do know how to lead teams, especially experienced ones. So players on the pitch start dictating tempo, decisions, especially if they sense the sense of urgency and a little bit of weakness in the opposition. For example, if we play the team that has nothing to play for, or the fans here at your home stadium, they obviously not going to accept anything less than a win. And of course, the players themselves, they understand the importance of this last game. Happened to me a few times. Happened to, I guess, anybody who ever found themselves in high stress environment while working within the team, striving towards the common goal. In a nutshell, when you talk about the risk and rewards of that kind of drift, you get short-term, lasts only over a few days, a couple of games, few days, improved performance, creativity, fluidity. We have seen that in the late matches, in the late season matches. You do have the danger of providing defensive gaps, because the coordination and compactness, they suffer when everybody kind of start improvising and doing their own thing. But the entire season, we have seen the team who was based on directness. And the second the players deviated from that hoof-directed hoof ball, we have seen the difference. We have noticed it straight away. It is just like last year during one of the streams when I was live, and you can find it. We were going through a crisis, and I did say those same words as that, okay, guys, now you need to stop listening to the coach. You still nod your heads, but you stop listening to the coach and you take matters in your own hand. And that's exactly what happened this year again. Full credit to the team, full credit to the players and the fans and the support. This kind of approach will not carry you far. It lasts only for a short amount of time, just like I said before. So that player-led adaptation, whether it was officially allowed or unaware and sort of unclear, it doesn't really matter. It is not a tactical evolution, or even don't take it as a silent rebellion. No. It's more of a natural response of a high-class, high-caliber team to a crucial moment within their careers. A lot of them will not be here next year. And they deserve, just like I said before, they deserve full praise. So make sure that if you guys have a chance, make sure to thank them. Make sure to let them know that no matter what, they became legends of the football club. No matter what, they did their job. Can't stop thinking about next year, and Parkinson will stay. It's a fact. Parkinson will have at least another full year. The only thing that I'm thinking about is that please don't fuck it up. Get him every single player he wants. Provide him with every bit of resource, because we need to stay up and we need to perform well enough to survive. If we achieve something better than that, great. The last thing we want in the championship is a mid-season crisis. Um, I cannot make any predictions right now. I think Battle of Survival is very good for the TV show, as long as it is a successful one. Obviously, we're not going to have problem with money. By the looks of it, the budget is well over what an average low to mid-table championship team has. I said it before. I think it was second or third episode of Iwards and Upwards that they will most likely get promoted. I think Ruby said that. So you think they will not get promoted this year? And I said no. I think that despite everything, they will get promoted. And I think that going back to what Dan Scar said in the post-match interview by the EFL is that the fans will play the crucial role next season. Do not expect any changes in the approach to football. Stick by the team and support the team as much as you can. They will need it. They will definitely need it. No matter what kind of players will come in. It will not be easy, and it will be a different dynamics to what we have seen before. A lot more stressful, a lot more survival-like. I hope that they will focus on future-proofness of the system and the team and the players that they're bringing in. I hope that they will at least somewhat evolve. And despite the very average record of Phil Parkinson in the championship, I hope that he does better than before. He's got more money this time. He's got obviously all the backing of the celebrities and promotion, PR, I mean, and that promotion high is there with him. Please, please, please don't fuck it up. That's the only thought in my head. I'm looking forward to the new season. I hope I will be able to go down to Auckland, fly up to the North Island and see them play. Congratulations again. I will see you hopefully next week with Ruby Sleepers in tandem as we usually do it. For now, enjoy the celebration. Don't drink too much. And we'll see you on soon.